We have Trae Young to the Wizards. Trae Young, yes, Ice Trae for CJ McCollum and another, random player I didn't put to the Hawks. So pretty crazy news. I'll say this quote really quick because it kind of sums up my thoughts on this entire situation. Quote unquote, Trae Young said, "The pain of staying the same eventually outweighed the uncertainty of change." Kind of crazy to say. Kind of crazy to say, Trae Young. You're going to the Wizards, my boy, from the Hawks. But thoughts on that?
Truly, that's not the trade I thought was going to happen. Pretty
Yep.
underwhelmed by that trade. I really
Yep.
expected Trae Young to get sent out to a borderline contender, maybe like the Heat, just someone who's like maybe an elite point guard away from winning a chip or at least contending, like I said. Again, going to the Wizards, that's a death sentence. Who wants to play for the Wizards? Who wants to live in DC? Who wants to be in that organization? That is like probably the most irrelevant organization. I know they do have that good
Alex Sarr. They have
rookie.
Alex Sarr.
They
They
do.
have another guard, Bub Carrington. They have you said they had a rookie. I don't know which one you're talking about.
No, I think I'm
But
tweaking with that one.
no, they have pieces. Trae Young being the piece to complete them. I don't see it. I feel like he's gonna get shipped off for something else. We'll see. Um
Truly, I do not think Trae Young will stay too long in Washington. Probably the rest of the season, he'll ball out. He's going to put up crazy numbers. I mean,
oh
he
yeah.
can probably literally do whatever he wants now that he's in Washington. That's not the move, though. Truly, that's not
Nah,
the
for
move.
sure. No.
That's not the move the fans want. No one wants to see Trae
Right.
Young on the Wizards.
People
No one's tuning
right.
in to see the Wizards. Truly, I'm not.
Nah, nah, nah. I'm not for sure either. But people are saying Alex Sarr is gonna be Shaq with Trae Young. What do you think about that?
That's crazy to say. That is absolutely blasphemous. That is blasphemous to say.
You seen that
Um,
one edit of Shaq going like that? Like with his jersey?
I mean, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That is not
yeah, yeah.
Alex Sarr, though. That
People are
is
saying that's gonna be Alex Sarr, dude. And honestly, we Trae Young does elevate. He does elevate his players. He's a point guard, but he's a great point guard. Probably one of the best passers in the league, in my opinion. And at the end of the day, he's gonna give the Wizards a couple, couple dubs, no doubt. He's gonna elevate their young players. He's gonna show them, proper pick and roll. I mean, they don't have. I mean, CJ McCollum. He's not, a bad player, but he's unsure, and he's not a proper point guard. But Trae Young, yeah, I don't really see you staying on the Wizards too long. Some other trade news I could talk about right now, unless you have anything else to say about this.
well,
But
I did have a little bit more to say about
go for it.
that.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I
Go for
mean,
it.
for the Falcons to get no draft picks out of Trae Young is quite Falcons, yes. for for the Hawks to get no draft picks
Yeah,
for Trae Young is quite crazy.
that
I
is
mean, I
wow.
believe the
Yeah,
Spurs have their draft pick this year, so no
yeah, that's
matter how
correct.
much they suck, I was thinking it's low-key a lose-lose situation for both. The Hawks didn't get anything in return for that good player. I mean, like you said, the Wizards are going to learn. They're going to improve by having Trae Young on the team, but I don't see him staying there that long either. I think the true win is probably the Spurs, just because I think the Hawks got worse and they still have their draft pick. But yeah, I just think getting no draft picks for Trae Young is pretty insane. I'm
Yeah,
surprised that happened. But
that is
hey,
crazy.
to each their own. Each front office can do their own thing, I guess. I mean, truly
Yeah,
a masterclass. Truly a
battle of mid,
masterclass
bro.
at the end of
But
the
no,
day.
actually, I think I saw my fault, but I think I saw a stat saying like, so since, like you're saying, Trae Young didn't get traded for any draft picks. Neither did Luca. Well, first rounders at least. So Luca plus Trae Young. I'm mentioning this because they were back-to-back picks, or they got swapped during draft night. And both of them did not receive a first-round pick in both of their trades. That's crazy. They are both, high-level players in this league, in the NBA. Superstars. You could put both of them under the category of superstar, in my opinion. And no first rounders for either. Insane. But yeah,
Both loser franchises at the end of the day. Both lost
yeah,
draft night, I believe, at the end of the day.
truly, truly.
But yeah,
Mavericks
if
and
you want to
what
move
Hawks,
on,
yeah.
yeah, if you wanted to move on to whatever you had next, but yeah, I mean, that's truly an inconsequential trade in my opinion. Nothing's gonna come from that. Both teams suck and will continue to
Yeah.
suck.